Hi!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Welcome back! Here's more of the Painscreek Killings. Let us know in the chat if we sound okay. How is everything else? Let us know.
With that, we're gonna jump right into it. For anyone who's in our Discord, or if you're not in our Discord, get into it. It's a good time to drop that link.
Hello!
Hey, Selson. If you're in the Discord, we did just drop a little piece of paper with our notes on it, so you can follow along with the gist of the information that we have so far. It's mostly just like family tree and codes that we have. So where we left off, we just got a Slim Jim, also known as a lockout tool, and I plan on using that on all the cars. We also still have this, a house entrance key. Found it in one of the locker in the mansion. What's interesting, I didn't realize you could like look at stuff like that. Does this have like a backside to it? Oh, no, it does not. Okay. Got our cool camera, brand new 2.1 megapixel digital camera provided by the company.
Seahawk says if you get into it, you can file your taxes.
Metal said you should have made it a Google Doc so we could edit it. No, thank you.
So, this is our journalist photo. We are not the serial killer.
Yeah.
Or are we?
Totally not. Issued 1994, expires 2001. What year is it right now? Okay, so we did just get a Slim Jim, so I'm gonna start by seeing if I can get into all these cars and seeing what information we can get from there. Unlock. Let's see where this inventory. Slim Jim. Use.
Nice. Success!
You don't trust this? I do not.
No. Okay.
Can I just open all of it now? No.
Get in?
Right?
Can you Slim Jim the bat? No.
Seriously?
That's so stupid. If you have access to one side of the car, you should have access to all sides of the car. That's so fucking stupid.
The glove box is locked?
Can you jimmy that?
What was it?
See if you can jimmy the glove box.
No.
This is so fucking dumb.
There's nothing in this car I can look at? Can you pop the boot?
Yeah, the boot. Can we pop the boot, Heather?
We call it a trunk where we are.
It does not seem that we
I
can.
don't see... Not electric door locks, it's manual.
Yeah, but if it's manual, just
You
reach
should
on
reach
over.
I don't see any buttons for it. For the boot. I love you, Selson. Is there like a key and no, there's no visors.
There's no visors. There's a back seat. Can't get into the back seat.
Yeah, I can't even try to open the back seat.
Kicking in the back seat, sitting in the front seat, or some shit like that. Whatever Rebecca Black said.
Just making sure if I close it, I wouldn't have to reopen it. Well, fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave that open so that we remember that has a locked glove box. Frank says, everyone in this village kept meticulous diaries. Is that not enough? No. Bronco, how much... I know you played this game. How much of it do you remember, just out of curiosity? There's a car. Like, do you remember all the deets? Do you remember who did it? Yeah, but what's the point of having the Slim Jim if I still need car keys? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was the point of that?
Yeah, it's like you locked everything in your car in this small little town. Wonderful. Wunderbar.
Yeah, Nidal's from a small town. She know...
Try the driver's seat.
You guys didn't lock anything, right? I don't even know whose cars these are. There's no license plate or anything.
Maybe that's a clue. Maybe we need to find a car that has an actual license plate. Maybe you're just opening a bunch of shit we don't need.
Why is it letting... Fudge muffins.
Oh, it's an air vent.
Don't do that. See, no, since we didn't lock our cars.
The murderer stole them all so that no one could track them.
Seems a bit
excessive.
Intense. Sketch for us.
Where are you going to?
I'm just looking for more cars.
Okay. Here's a car.
There's stuff in this one!
No, don't open the side! Open the other side!
I'm gonna open both. Gotta be thorough.
Another diary. Is this Mary's car? Oh wait, it had a name on it. Steve Moss? Who's Steve Moss?
I don't know who Steve is. Yeah, he still thinks look good.
I don't think I have a Steve Moss on here.
That says nobody in my town drove a car worth stealing. Fair. But that's what surprised me is that, like, they locked their glove box too? And then left the... If there was anything valuable in the car, why would they have left it here to be abandoned anyway?
Alright, I'm ready. March 26, 1997. So 2 years after Vivian's death. The investigation progress is slow. I've tried to reach people, but many of them have left Painscreek, and those who still remain are starting to move out. I found some evidence showing that things aren't what they seem. The media didn't have it right. I need to interview some people who worked at the mansion. I've been too wary and haven't reached out yet. Matthew seems to be Scott's legal parent. Still won't talk to him yet. I'll have to visit St. Patrick's orphanage tomorrow. It's a day's drive from here. I know Scott found something there. There's something not quite right with all of this.
Okay, so that's why we don't know who he is, because he was some investigator after the fact. He's also here investigating all of the murders. So he's got interesting notes here, okay.
Alright. March 30th, 1997. Vivian married Charles in 1971. After the marriage, she became vice president of the Roberts Mining Company. It went into a slump after to the mining accident of 73. The bite of 74. Okay. But her resilience but her resilience to not give up led to her rebuilding the company from the ground up. She supported local businesses such as the Painscreek Community Hospital to revitalize the small village. Looks like she was publicly very active. Too active? She was taken to the Painscreek Community Hospital for an emergency operation in 1974. Trisha Roberts was born just before that. Vivian was hospitalized for a few months. She was reliant on Dr. Henry Johnson during that period.
Okay.
She had an emergency operation. What, did she have, like, leftover placenta or something? Maybe she got an infection? Do you want me to write that date down that she went to the hospital?
Sure. We have a security room code.
Security room code. Mansion? Could be the vault.
No, we know there's a room labeled security that has a 6-digit code.
That's right.
So I'm guessing it's that.
02. Make sure that looks like a 0. 025241.
He's a PI, confirmed. PI Steve Moss, I came across your name through a close friend of mine. She highly recommended you, saying you are a person of integrity and a very reliable investigator, so I'd like for you to investigate the case, which happened in 1995 in a town called Painscreek, of the murder of Vivian Roberts. I was there when it happened. The body had been placed in front of the mansion gates for everyone to see. See, again, it's somebody implying that it was moved. Not that she was killed there, but that they moved her body in the front.
Placed, okay.
A few days later, Scott Brooks was apprehended as a suspect. However, there wasn't enough evidence and he was soon released. 18 months later, the police filed Vivian's case as unsolved. I've tried to forget everything, but I just can't. I simply want to know the truth. I have enclosed a copy of the threat letter that Vivian received the day she died. I hope it helps. For safety purposes, I would like to remain anonymous at this time. I will give you the first payment in good faith that you will agree to my offer. When the case is solved, I will pass you the rest of the payment. Sincerely, Anonymous. So 2 years after the fact? Nidal says, everyone in my town knew everyone in town. If somebody stole a car, it'd be easy to find out who. Fair. They'd be like, you're driving Mr. Johnson's car. That's weird. Nidal says, so what happened to Steve and why is his car still here? Very valid question. Do we know what year it is for us right now? Is it 97?
It has to be at least 2001.
Probably. Or is our journalist license about to expire?
No, I think she got it in 2001. It expires in 2004.
No, it expires in 2001.
Look at it again when you're done with this.
Oh, there's the back. I know what you did. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone. Her body was found in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that implies that she may have been killed then at the well, and they dragged her to the front of the house. Somebody get pushed down a well. Yeah, could you imagine if she was just in the well this whole time and they never saw it? What was I checking? No, I thought.
Your ID.
Yeah.
Oh, issued in 1994. Okay.
Expires 2001.
Got
it. Can I look at the badge? Yes. PI Union Line. So he's a legit PI. His thing also expires in 2001, so it's got to be like 2000, 2001. He's on Shone Avenue. He's from New York. We're in Newland.
Fuck Newland.
They must be paying him good money to come all the way from New York. 47. He's old. 5'10".
Not 6'4".
Not that. I want the picture. There's a picture.
Is this young Vivian? Is this Vivian's the secret lies with her. Okay, so Vivian had a second child. That's why she had an emergency hospital visit, and she gave it up for adoption. And this is her baby she gave up.
You might be on something.
Who would be the same age as Trisha. And then maybe this bitch is the one killing
Is she
everybody.
the maid? No, just kidding.
Maybe she's the one killing everyone.
Well, and that could be what the letter is about. I know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know you gave up the kid.
I know you gave up a second child. It's actually Wanda's husband's baby.
There's a bloody handprint.
Take a picture.
Locked. I love how we didn't notice that when we first opened the car. Or rather, old baby, you know what we mean. Not this. This. Let's make sure that we saved the... Yeah, okay, so we do have that.
Okay, good.
I know what you did. Not super specific.
Meet me at our spot.
We don't have anything under other. Okay.
Alright, can you look at anything else in this car?
No, the cars are useless. This is the only one that has like a kind of vehicle on it, though.
Alright, I'm writing it down.
Marverick. That's supposed to be like the model.
Probably that way you can find it again.
Was Steve the one on the voicemail with the sheriff?
Steven is at Ains Courtyard. Yes.
Okay.
And this is where that's this.
Got it. Yeah. So he was originally going to be meeting with the sheriff at some point.
Oh, it opens.
Oh. The door that's not locked. Maybe Steve is still here and he's fine.
A hotel. Another flashlight. Someone stole their pen. Stop it.
I'm waiting for service.
Okay, look to the left.
But I want the flashlight.
Everybody look left. Everybody look right. She my post above.
Seahawk said, Steve could be stoned. Everyone knows that a stoned... No, we're not reading that. Bingbird said, I was also going to express what happened to the PI. Don't drink the water from the well. It might be full of bodies. That's gross. Bingbird said, people moving out of town might decide to abandon their car along with other things, possibly. But the PI investigating the mystery abandoning his car in casework is very unlikely. Agreed.
All right, so this is secretly...
Browncoat wants us to trade places.
Oh, gross. So this is secretly like Silent Hill or something. People who stay in the town are being sucked into the actual Silent Hill. Alright, hold on.
There is wine everywhere.
Examine. Untouched bottles of wine. How do I... Okay. What type is this? What does that say? Brom. It's not the Da Vinci. Alright. Why are you crouched? Oh, there we go. Sorry, it's a very sensitive mouse.
I mean, I've been using it this whole time.
And have you been doing a good job? I don't think so.
I've
Let's
been
try
doing
this
the best.
light.
What am I supposed to do? Write things down?
Write things down.
Brom. Wine.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
Okay. Mrs. Patterson. Key. Photo. Lab. Toolbox.
Okay. We have some notes. Welcome to Ant's Courtyard Inn and Suite. Name: Neil Merle. 20255. That's not a telephone number, dude. That's a social. 202-550-102. Room 201. Standard room. Date in. There's no years, so maybe 1997. Time out. God. Baldry Normand, 202. Fran Reynolds, 203. Howie Timothy, that's a stupid name, 202. Norm Aiden, 204.
I'll turn us down a little bit.
Stephen Moss.
She's, loud.
Rude.
I don't know if we have just volume in here. Oh, the master volume's up all the way.
And for us, that's also just
Don't
a very...
get louder.
I am just speaking. Anyway, it's already quiet for us, so I don't know if there's much we can do for that. All right, so Stephen Moss, write down his number.
Can we call people?
I don't know. Right? It's like, whose name is Howie Timothy?
S. Moss.
600-730-7684. And he was staying in room 201.
Well, obviously we gotta check out his room.
Yep. And he got here at 3:21. There was also a... Okay, so Howie Timothy and then a Clancy Huey. Didn't leave a telephone number. What if you run out on your bill? How are we going to charge you?
Being a Bird has questions about Silent Hill.
Oh, like in the movie. Like she goes in the movie, the mother goes into Silent Hill because her daughter ran away from her. So she goes into Silent Hill to go figure out where the heck did her daughter go. There's a little more stuff that happens in the beginning. She gets in a car accident. Next thing you know, she's in Silent Hill. Her husband goes to find her. He's viewing a whole different version of that city than she is. So she's just kind of like in it. It's like a purgatory.
Ring the bell.
I wonder if, like if we get a what do you call it?
He's hungry and it's a lot of garlic nuts.
It's the town. How do I camera?
Let's see. Use it like a map. Oh yeah, lights.
I can see. Interesting. Ooh, one of these things.
old-fashioned way to listen.
Okay.
It is a metaphor. The silence is also a metaphor. More wine.
Some more brawn.
Why is there wine everywhere? We can play darts?
Dart scoring.
Please don't read the entire dart scoring board. We don't need to. We're not going to play darts. We're not going to.
You don't know that. You don't know. Maybe this is an effing code. 18-8-15. So maybe we need to know that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but what? Okay, so what are the?
Just
what are the numbers?
18, 8, and 15. Just in case we need it. Okay. Doesn't look like there's anything over here.
The honestly said, "Oh my God, the darts! What? What about the darts?"
Here is another brochure for the Moon Cafe.
That's the same one we saw before.
I think. Yes, Robert's Estate. Yeah, see, so here it says Robert's Estate, not Mayor's Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
Crab Island, Cherry Creek Lake, Sheriff Station, Old Creek Town. I'm gonna take my road to Old Creek Town. What?
I want to go to Crab Island.
You cannot go to Crab Island.
It's crab with a K, so that means it's all imitation crab.
Yeah, see that you don't want to go there.
But it's still delicious.
Is it?
I don't care. I eat imitation crab.
You eat imitation crab?
No, those are other games that make you throw those darts until you get an achievement. You know, I'm kidding.
Trims and fades. Stevie's Barbershop.
Ooh, let me go get a fade.
Regular cut $9. That's a good deal.
That's a good price.
For appointments,
I pay like $20 now.
For appointments, call 1-800-STEVIES. We cut your hair and you look fresh.
It doesn't say any of them.
Yeah, it says it right there. We cut your hair and it looks fresh. I don't know what your problem is. Oh, Painscreek Trinity Church, blah, blah, blah. Already seen it. Ooh, sorry, guys. Okay.
Yeah, you talking about me giving you directions to me.
Gone but not forgotten. Forgotten. Lives that were lost. Join us at our local church as we take this time to commemorate all the lives that were lost 20 years ago. As you know, some of the victims were working fathers the mining accident, who were torn away from their families in an untimely manner. If any individual would like to make a contribution to the families who were affected by this incident, please contact Father Matthew.
If I'm over here, does that mean I get to drink your drinks?
No, don't touch my drink. Stop it. I have to throw out the whole water.
My drink's too far away.
Here. No, don't drink my Pepsi. Drink your non-spawn. You did not 100% it.
Yeah, because I get the feeling that you don't necessarily have to find everything to solve the case, but that you don't necessarily have to open anything. You could just leave once you think you figured it out. Mm-hmm. So I get the feeling that you could, in theory, leave the game knowing what the gist of what happened, but not necessarily have found everything.
Have found everything. Mm-hmm. So Vivian also has a telephone number if you want to write that down, just in caseies. I don't know what it would do. She's been dead longer than anybody else that died.
Yeah, no,
all right, wonderful. Can I turn it? No. All right. And, oh, God.
Stop doing it.
Well, I'm not doing it on purpose. Here's the little boy that went missing.
Oh, it teaches you how to use a Slim Jim.
The hooked end of the tool is thin enough to be slipped between the car door's window and the rubber seal, catching the rods that connect to the lock mechanism.
I'm glad there's not like a mini game of how to use the Slim Jim. I feel like they put this here just in case you're...
Detective Journal, page 12.
Just in case you're not a criminal and you didn't know what it was when you found it the first time.
Hilarious. Okay. Anything on this side? Yeah, I'll read that when I go around.
Why don't you go behind the counter?
I wanted to see if there was anything else in the front. Goodness gracious, Heather. Goodness, maybe we can't.
Oh, look at that, we can't. You just go behind the counter and then listen to the phone.
That's what you sound like. Reminder, letters or documents for in-guests go in its respective slots.
Who needs that?
Here is the key that you requested. 7 Black Pine Road.
Who's just giving keys out to people's houses?
To the investigator.
She just gave a key to somebody's house?
I mean, if they all moved out, it doesn't matter. Right? Got it?
In case you're gonna come on. Have a confession? No. Bronco said there was definitely a whole, who was sleeping with who or some drama we could not figure out. That's the important part. Maria knows.
Locked toolbox.
More darts.
How do I access inventory?
I don't think we have a key for that, though.
Found on the reception desk at Anne's Courtyard, Inn and Suites. Address for the key is written on the paper. House entrance. Alright, don't have anything for that. This is locked. Alright, your turn.
Painscreek Community Hospital closes its doors after 60 years. Fund embezzlement suspected as key factor. Painscreek Community Hospital, one of the leaders in long-term rehabilitation for the elderly in Newland, finally closes its doors after 60 years of service. Painscreek Community Hospital first opened its doors in 1936.
Damn!
Serving as a humble abode for treating patients and provided boarding for those in need of prolonged treatment. Vivian Roberts, a successful businesswoman, saw the need to revamp the hospital in the early 70s. She founded the Roberts Relief Foundation with the main purpose to support the needs of the village of Painscreek, starting with the hospital. By the early 80s, the population of the village and... Okay, Brown Coat, enjoy your hockey game. Oh, we can also swap back in a second. Local areas started to decline rapidly. Many young people who went to college did not return. The number of seniors was quickly rising with the increased need. Marks an end to its services.
And this is in 1996.
Well, you didn't need the hospital as much after everybody died. Alright, swap back with me. Out of here.
But I'm
Out of here. I'm out of here. Stop clicking. Stop. No clicking for you.
Ow.
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 God.
Ow.
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 Ow. Fudge.
We're back to the norm.
Ow.
Everybody has their own like lockbox. What hotel has a lockbox for everybody?
I mean, it's an inn. It's a small one. And technically, lots of hotels have safe deposit boxes. There would just be a list of them. It doesn't necessarily correspond with the room itself, but here they must not have that many rooms, so I guess it doesn't matter.
Champagne.
Lingobo.
Why does this hotel have so much goddamn alcohol? I wrote notes. Did you see I wrote good notes?
Let's look at Raven's notes. Good note.
Are we still much louder than the game? Let me know. Okay, we read that. So there are more darts here, but we can't pick them up.
Yeah, could not pick them up.
Assume those will be room keys.
Lennon. No, Terry. I'm thirsty.
Can we get some water? Please, oh, here we go.
204, 202. We need key
Oh, I'm taking them all.
201.
We'll know for sure until you listen to a voice recording. Da-da-da-da.
Hi, this is Oliver Gibson. I just wanted to thank you for letting me borrow your toolbox and shovel. I'm currently out of town for a few days, and I didn't get the chance to return it yet. In the case you need them, it's currently sitting in my photo lab. Ask Mrs. Patterson for my spare key.
So can one infer that he lives at 7 Black Pine Road?
Yes.
Okay, turn ourselves down. Let's go to Boach more. I can also, if the music is too low, just turn the music up a little bit.
Yeah, is it the music or the dialogue that you're having difficulty
It
hearing?
was the dialogue.
Okay.
Okay, so 204.
No, Turn it back down. That is so aggressive. And stupid.
Interesting, that doesn't open that.
No, if it's a, you're probably going to need a thinner key if it's a safe deposit box.
I was hoping it would open both.
Well, that'd be kind of counterproductive, wouldn't it be?
Alright, let's go snoop on some rooms.
Wouldn't be quite the safe key box, would it? Box!
Did you accurately search this room?
I did.
Ma'am.
I did.
Ma'am.
I did.
Ma'am.
Woman.
Ma'am. Did you open this drawer?
Yep. Yeah, I totally did all that. You don't remember?
Did you see all that nothing in there?
You don't remember all that nothing.
What's this?
It's a map of the area.
You want to turn the music back down?
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna start turning those options off. And then you can make me shoot. Let's see, is there anything else down here? In the form of country.
Here's some of our usual customers. You might want to memorize this. Church
This is
40
creepy.
Church 46 Silver Lake Boulevard, Painscreek, Newland 28115. Photo Lab 5 Walnut Ave, Painscreek, Newland 28115. And then you got the Roberts Estate, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek, Newland 28115. Mr. Morris's house, 19 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, Newland 28115. Mrs. Hall's house, 10 Town Center Drive, Painscreek, Newland 28115.
Again! I'm just kidding. Okay, so the photo lab is at Walnut Ave, but we don't have a key for that. Wish I could take a picture of this, but I really can't. I wanna write some of that down or some shite then.
Is it not in your inventory?
I don't fucking think so.
Here, walk away
Why would I walk away?
to see if it writes. Okay, I'm just checking.
I was also just
Oh,
checking.
okay, I thought you were being a butthole.
No, I was just gonna look. You wanted me to look, I was gonna look. So we know that it's Oliver's photo lab.
Okay, so 7 Black Pine Road isn't the photo lab, but 5 Walnut is, so I'm gonna write that down. Walnut Ave, here we come, photo lab.
We know the church in Roberts Estate, so you don't need to write that down. But who Mr. Morris and Mrs. Hall is, I don't really know.
Mrs. Hall baking them cookies, you know they're gonna be good.
I didn't know she bakes cookies.
Because she's a woman.
Ma'am, I listed this room as a safe space.
It is a safe space for you to cook me some cookies.
I found the bathroom.
Oh, it's the bathroom, not an outhouse. It's got running water too. It's got a sink to keep your hands nice and clean. It's even got TP.
Why are there so many pictures on the floor?
Country.
I was country, it was just sad country.
Sad country.
Room 204. Here we come, it's true. Do we know whose room this is? Guess we should pay attention to that.
I took a picture. No, I didn't.
No, you didn't. Maybe we know whose rooms we're going into. That might be relevant sometime, it's true. Norm Aiden, who knows who he is?
Right.
Then we've got a room for Howie Timothy and Fran Reynold Who knows who these people are, or if they're relevant? They're probably not relevant.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
I'd just like to know who I'm snooping on. Feels like this bed we made all of a sudden. Always check the bathroom first.
Snooping as usual, I see.
It scared the shit out of me.
I went to the motel to get away. My girl, she's always nagging me. What's more to say? I locked myself in the bathroom and now I can't get out. Gonna need you to help me so I can stop screaming and shout. Oh, yeah. Well, it didn't sound like a not NPC, you know what I'm saying? It was just very loud and scary. It was so loud and scary. Your turn. Oh, are we done? We're done. We don't have to sing no more. Okay.
In this bed we made, we would have gotten a screwdriver to open all the vents, you know?
That sounds fun. Is there anything in the closet? You can't get in the closet.
People just leaving dirty rags and stuff everywhere.
Seahawk asked, what is on the floor in the first room?
I didn't see anything
Floor stuff?
on the floor, but I can go back. Yeah, that's blocked.
And you can decide, when we get back, with the floor. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna stay up here? Or are you gonna go back out on the floor?
We've got a huge decision to make.
Huge decision.
You mean that's light. It's just light from the window.
Let there be light.
You'd have to be more specific, Seahawk. I didn't see anything on the floor in here.
I think you meant that.
Late rent fee due. Dear Stephen M., thank you for your rent payment. As stated in your rental agreement, however, when rent payments are not received by 0404, you must pay additional rent because of a late charge due or because you did not qualify for the rent discount. The required additional amount was not included in your payment and is therefore now due. Please send the additional required rent of $85 at once to bring your credit balance up to date and remove it from the delinquent list. This amount must be paid within 7 days from the date of this notice. Thank you for your prompt cooperation. Rosalie P. Patterson, maybe? Maybe?
Maybe.
We don't have a key to his room. I do appreciate that when we use the key, it gets used up from our inventory, so we're not walking around with a stack of keys that we don't need anymore.
Right.
No dead bodies.
Wow. So many Bibles.
There's nothing in any of these rooms?
I was at the hotel once when the Gideons came by and refilled all the Bibles in our room, in the hotel rooms.
Replace them?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
A hat! This hat must have been left by the last guest. What room are we in?
20... I'll double check. What does that have to do with anything? We got an achievement for finding it, but alright. 202.
202. I don't know, I got a 204, a 203, and a 203.
You're at 203 twice?
I did, so maybe it's that last one. Well, we can go back. I mean, we're still...
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter, but in a big way, I don't think. Okay, well, we can't get into his room yet. We can't get into any of the lockboxes. So Steve never checked out, but they just shut down the hotel in town anyway without reporting him missing. It's fine. I mean, same. They were busy. And because he never checked out, I guess is why they don't have his key. Because he didn't return it.
So we can check his car again. Maybe it will materialize.
So I wonder whose toolbox this is. If Oliver was calling about a toolbox that he borrowed and is in his photo lab.
Sullivan says he ran out on the bill. He doesn't deserve to be checked out or reported missing.
I mean, that's fair.
That's right, Sullivan.
They could have just assumed that.
Wait, go check the list so I can write down the name.
That he didn't want to pay.
Last person into... Oh, yeah, so I just wrote that down wrong, but I'll write it down again. 202, Howie. Timothy. Got it.
Okay. I believe we have, as of now, thoroughly searched this place.
I would agree.
So we now know we have a code for the security room in the mansion and the shed at the mansion, so we will be heading back there.
Okay.
Shortly. Those are the only cards that I remember passing before, but it doesn't mean that there aren't.
Yeah, is there a...
No, that's the strings of that. Well, maybe in his glove box. I don't know where we're gonna find card keys for any of these people. Or like you said, maybe we just get a lockpicking kit at some point. That would be great. It's good to know that some of these places might still be open without us having to take a key there. Let's go ahead and go back to the mansion. And then we can try some of these other places that we got keys for. Anyway.
Beaglebard said, there were 2 people at 2 different dates on 202. Don't know if that is important, but thought it was worth mentioning.
Oh, that may be why. Okay. Corner of Town Center and Black Pine.
Okay, I was like, I can't read that.
Town Center and Black Pine. So I'm here. So I need to go this way to go up Walnut. I need to go down Town Center. Because I know there's certainly information all over the town, but I do feel like we're going to get most of our riveting information
in the mansion.
From the mansion itself. Because technically that's the one we're here for, not all of these other ones. Should I go up that? Yeah, maybe. I find it interesting that everybody's coming to solve Vivian's murder. What?
So she was here?
I don't know if she was here or if she was on the other side of the gate. Like, inside. And no, they said Mary found her when she was checking the mail. But yeah, I find it interesting that nobody suspects foul play for the other things. They're all just here for Vivian's murder, because that one seemed the most suspicious, I guess. The other ones, the other deaths, had different rulings. They didn't seem to have foul play involved.
Is that the well?
No, this is like a little fountain.
Did we see a well? Yes, we did. By, Orphan Boy's house.
Let's go check out the shed first, because that's easy to get to. Vivian was the 1%er. True. Alright. Eat.
3-1. Yay! Chess pieces, a diary, and a key.
Attic. Okay. There are chess pieces. Oh.
What piece is that?
This is a bishop.
What number is it?
Or queen. This might be a queen. 1. This is a rook. 7.
Okay. Trisha. Drawer.
Oops. And we have Trisha's diary. I like being with Scott. I can be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. He makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know that we're secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion, although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient. But when he came, I surprised?
Mm-hmm.
But when he came, I surprised that he's a very humble person. Despite our age differences, we talked for hours. I feel comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver is perfect as a tutor, that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today.
Bingo Bard says that he likes your, likes the voice you switched to for reading her diary.
It just seemed fitting somehow. There was the 1%ers, the deaths of the peasants don't matter. I mean, I get that they think they know how some of the other people died. Like, the fire seemed like an accident. Another toolbox. A grill. What is this? Just like a...
It's just an island. Or maybe it's a freezer.
I was like, does it open? Didn't know we haven't had any girl in here. Deep, deep down.
Raven's a girly girl for real.
Can I open the barrel? No? Now? Fine.
Wait.
Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. P.S. We have extras, so I told him he could keep the tools until he was done with them. So, they keep referencing the fact that Oliver had a shovel, so I assume we're going to get it at some point. Are we going to dig up people's graves? Is that what the shovel is for? Alright. Inside the mansion we go, inside the mansion we go, inside the mansion we go to breaking into some things. Alright, so we've got the mansion, we've got the security room, we've got Trisha's drawer. Do we know which room was Trisha's?
No.
I think the security room was upstairs.
Yes, it was.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 not that way, this way.
There it is.
Hit me with it.
Zero 025241. 025241.
I wonder how the PI got that. All the keys! Alright, let me
Turn
listen.
on the light.
I do that when I leave.
Much better.
So okay, we couldn't get into Trisha's room at all before. That's probably why we didn't know which one was hers. Tea room, nanny room. What did they have a nanny for?
She was a child once.
Alright, hit the mute button.
Winter is coming.
Seahawk, you timed that so well that for a brief second, I thought that was a delayed message going on there. The PI, it's kind of his job. I mean, we're PIing, and we didn't learn that.
We are journalists. There's a
We're
well,
PIing.
I mean, you know, but
Alright.
all right.
Security desk logbook. Sorry.
Do you want me to read it or do you want to read it?
I don't have a fun voice for this one, so go ahead.
Oh, we don't know whose diary this is.
It's not a diary, it's a security logbook.
Oh, right. March 18th, 1994. Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence wall into the garden. He proceeded to run to the backyard and jumped over the back wall. March 25th, 1994. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over existing ones.
No kidding.
April 6th, 1994.
I'd also do it like the FNAF security guy. Hello.
That's phone guy. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts.
She was in the graveyard. She must be the
Oldest one.
Yeah.
Stuck between one of the old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dated June 28th, 1975.
It seems the tape was never found. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor to get him up to speed. Okay.
Okay. July 4th, 1994. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived around 11:15 and brought Andrew home.
You called Scott just to take him home?
Did they live together?
No.
August 12th, 1994. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started work at the mansion.
Wow.
He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his ailing wife.
Okay.
November 2nd, 1994. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently, she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. She's in the well. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home oh, no, she's not. Stephanie got home safe and sound. When asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and having long black hair. She was wearing a black dress similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, the maids said they were working that evening. Yeah, so it's Vivian's long-lost daughter.
Do the pictures? Content recorded. Okay, good. Pen.
No pen.
You can't take notes?
No pineapple pen for you.
I assume it will tell us which key is which when we save this. So tea room, nanny room, Trisha's room,
Okay.
the garage, and the attic was missing, but we found an attic key. So now we know for sure it probably goes here. Bernard. Oh, okay. He was the butler. Bernard Hopkins. 1944. We have his address, phone number, regular employee, butler, staff and house management, 8 hours a day, 5 days. Date hired 1973. Goddamn.
Silver Lake.
So we have everybody's profiles. Oh, look at Derek. 1970. He was the chauffeur, driving and car maintenance. 8 hours, 5 days a week. Wanda Tyler. Oh wait, so did she used to work here? She did.
Go back.
What?
I want his address. Okay, go.
I think we'll record these, but I don't know for sure. Tyler. Housemaid, housework. Currently hospitalized. She will resume her work when discharged. Yeah, because she was Bernard's mother. And we know she died ultimately of cancer, I believe. Oh, God. That looks like his fucking mugshot. Let's see. He was the gardener, carpenter, and handyman. Maintains the Robert Mansions. Hardworking and trusted by Vivian Roberts. Why? Everybody else said he was a drunk.
Because she's sleeping with him, and that's why he's a drunk, because she gave away his baby.
Dorothy Patterson. Okay, so we have a Patterson. Because he referenced Ask Miss Patterson for the spare key. And we know where she lives. We found that somewhere else before as well. So she was the nanny. They listed her as head servant on James Lister's head servant.
What was Andrew's address?
7. So we have the key to his house now.
Okay.
Longest hired employee at the Roberts family. Why do they still need a nanny if Trisha's like in high school? Mary Machina's still waiting for photo. Why don't we have a photo of Mary? Housemaid, housework. Previously worked at the Moon Cafe. Okay.
Okay. 10 Town Center.
Yeah, we're not getting a face for everyone except for Mary.
That's because she's the daughter.
I'm surprised they don't have a file on Scott. Okay, good. We did record all of that. There is a tape. Can't look at the tape. Oh my god. Lots of computers. Can we look at any of the tapes? What kind of a sleuthing game is this?
I was like, this is horrible lore.
That we can't look at all the tapes. We're in the security room and we can't just watch all the tapes? What kind of a investigator are we?
Not a good one.
Alright, so we don't know whose room is which. So we're just gonna...
Open these bad boys up.
Go for it. And so that's the addict. That's the drawer key. It just says... It doesn't tell you which is which. Oh.
Got it.
Mary's curse is like a vampire. Hold on.
His story was sad. Such a sad.
The only thing I remembered Night Owl telling me about Game of Thrones was Hodor.
Makes you pissed off at Bran. No fucking reason for Bran to even be there.
Okay, so this was a religious person. Probably not Trisha's room.
A note! January 31st, 1996. Dorothy. Dear Charles, I have worked here for more than 20 years, and I'm so glad that I was able to spend time here with everyone. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me, and the time I spent with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could have given her more. Despite what has happened here in Painscreek, there are moments of pure joy that we've all shared together. I will hold on to these memories. I'm sorry that I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thank you for everything. Please take care of yourself. Sincerely, Dorothy.
Okay. So this is the nanny's room.
Kindest regards.
Dorothy Patterson.
Okay.
You want me to go look at her picture again so you can get a...
No. September 23rd, 1994. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I cannot imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew was never like this when Laura and Daniel were here. Even as his wife, I doubt Laura has any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. I wonder if they've contacted each other since then.
Oh, so... Because I remember in the newspaper we're like, oh, he's got a wife and a son, so they weren't living with him at the time, so that's why they weren't affected by the house fire.
Okay. You can read the next one.
I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he had somehow managed to find peace within himself. The attending nurse said Scott has been here almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Is Daniel the missing kid by chance?
I don't know, you need to pull up the photo.
No, how do I see just the photos that I've taken?
I don't know. You've done it before.
Mm-hmm. Oh good, we did save the security log.
Mine?
Joshua Taylor.
Okay.
He went missing in 1989, so it was a long time ago.
February 13th, 1995. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea, and we talked quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Oh, I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation.
What was the photograph, lady?
June 19th, 1995. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending them money these last few years. She had been considering to return to Painscreek so that they could be together again. Okay. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I feel so sorry for them.
I mean, it's not your fault, lady. Do we know for sure that if he was already suicidal, do we know for sure that it was an accident? Just saying. Beaver said your humming sounds like when adults talk to Charlie Brown. Sometimes we mock our guinea pigs that they chut, which sounds like they're talking to each other, kind of like that. They're just like. Photo of Dorothy and Trisha. Aww.
Cute.
So I get why they had a nanny initially, but I'm surprised she was still working here for as long as she was. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's why she was leaving? Was just because her services were basically no longer needed? Or do you think there was more to it?
Unopenable.
How are you going to tempt me with this huge-ass trunk?
It's got a dead body in it.
That I can't, right? Fun.
Another diary? This one doesn't have her name on it.
There's no name. I assume it's
Why do you people diary so much? Not journal, diary.
No.
November 20th, 1972. This is an old one. There's a newly hired maid named Sophia. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty.
Matthew's the priest.
Yes. She's very pretty and has very good manners. She's a quick learner too and does whatever she's told to do. She's very eager, asking a lot on what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. March 10th, 1973. The guys delivering food to the mansion were gawking at Sophia, as if they've never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs a little more cover. June 20th, 1973. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia is doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this. If I didn't know better, I think that Matthew liked her. If she's a cousin, that's kind of gross. September 24th, 1973. It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having our tea break when she asked me, "What does it feel like to be loved?" I said, "Well, it's like the feeling you get when you are with your parents." She was quiet for a moment and then replied, "It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents." I didn't know what to say to her at the time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. Okay, so she's also an orphan that father, what's-his-face,
took in
over.
Some capacity. Took over. French maid dresses, right? Right? The nanny had her own bathroom. Good for her.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god. Why are there so many... Oh, okay. So many doors that they don't know. And there's nothing in them anyway. Just confirm.
Excuse me. And you can't... Oh, okay, there we go.
Okay. Nothing in any of it.
Yeah, I was thinking you can't put things down. I think there might have been a letter to your left, by the way. Next to the squirty gun. On the shelf. No, just a shadow. Okay.
Just some toilet paper. I love the intricacies of some of the things that we can open that have nothing in them.
Yeah. And then that giant Great, you can't open it all.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I wouldn't expect everything to have something in it, because then, you know, where's the fun in that? But sometimes I'm like, you made this thing have 5 drawers, and there's nothing in any of them.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. Okay. We don't know what room this is. Trisha's room,
The attic?
perhaps? Oh, it could be
Is
up
that
to
the end
the
of the
attic.
hall?
Oh, I have those things. Oh. There we go.
Oh, thank God. Okay, and that's that room downstairs. Maybe? Or is it just another opening?
Maybe. Or there's just death. It's a rolling desk. I love those things. We have one.
If you see a giant closet with 2 doors in here, don't open it. It's full of babies.
Open it. What are those? Paint
Paint?
cans? Dust.
Dustpan, another tool.
Another toolbox.
Toolbox.
Medicine?
Yes. With no labels.
Could be film.
No,
Rolls?
those are too big to be film rolls. Tea time!
Secret safe instructions. Okay. Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key.
Alright, there was a time on that on the clock on the couch. If you want to tell me what time it was. Alright, and then show me.
We do have a key for whatever the tea room is now. Insert the clock key, set the time, then turn the key.
Alright.
We'll have to figure out what tea time is.
2:26.
Mm-hmm.
2:26?
I said people moved out of this town and took everything except for the wine and their diaries, right? Like, who does that? I can also do this. Just in case. So we can't mess with that toolbox. So we don't need tools in general. We need the shovel.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like.
It's tea time.
Because again, we're going to be digging up bodies.
Right. And we need a wrench for the well, maybe, to crank it. Don't go behind the giant portrait.
Knock it over.
An old-timey tool thingy. Okay, do you see a clock anywhere? Where did you say you saw one?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you said we know there's a something.
No, I said we have a key to the tea room now.
Oh, okay.
And just acknowledging that clock is a secret safe.
Got it.
Use shovel. Yep. When in doubt, use shovel.
Yep, I was right. No, I was not.
This is the garage.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yay! Alright, let's peruse.
Surely we can get tools in here too, right? Yeah.
I'm sure that we can get tools. And don't call me Shirley.
Let's go gardening. What?
Items needed for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork, lighter fluid, grill brush.
Is this relevant?
Okay.
Alright. I can't pick up the scissors and duct tape?
That is so dumb.
If The Last of Us has taught us nothing,
Wow.
it's that you can survive with scissors and duct tape. You can do lots of things with scissors and duct tape. What was your reference? Oh, Don't Call Me Shirley. That's Airplane. I did it. Okay, so we can't open
And
the
who
garage.
said it?
An old white guy.
Leslie Nielsen.
That's what I said. Anything in the back of the note? We can't usually flip the notes over. Yeah.
Or we just don't know how to do it. We've been missing a lot of notes.
Yeah, there's some secret button on the keyboard that I've been missing. If I could open the other ones, I feel like. Also open this. There we go.
A bucket.
A bucket, a bucket. Oh,
Ew. A spill of some sort? Night Owl says, you are trying to solve a murder. You aren't trying to survive zombies.
what if they were murdered by zombies? Night Owl.
Yeah, what if they're sleeping zombies and they're gonna attack us? What is that?
It's a grill brush.
Oh. Okay.
Found one.
You really shouldn't use that kind. They're gonna break off in your grill and you're gonna die. And a grill fork.
Well-cleaned grill fork.
And oils? Paints? Glue?
Wood glue.
You can always make chives. They're the best. A diary!
A diary.
You should totally walk underneath the ladder. No. A million years of bad luck!
You're too fat.
Okay.
No name!
Wonderful.
And it's in the garage, so we have no idea whose it should be. Oh.
It's on graph paper.
Oh.
You can read.
So probably one of the handyman guys?
Yeah.
1983. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. Cannot remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be one to hang out with Trisha.
Okay, so this is the chauffeur.
Derek? Yeah. No, Mom says she feels better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. So Bernard?
No, because Bernard's the butler. Derek's the driver. Derek's the one with the mom.
No, Bernard's
Right?
the one with the mom.
Can you pull it up just to see?
It's James.
Derek, the family chauffeur, and his mom, Wanda.
Oh, why didn't you say that before?
I did.
When I did all this, you didn't say nothing?
Oh, because I thought you were just doing that. You didn't put anybody... I don't know.
I did it wrong. So, the note I had...
Oh! Sorry, I can't see that part. Got it.
Yeah, because it came up. But I said that multiple times, that was the part that cut off. Which makes more sense.
I know, I'm obviously just forgetting. But, does that change something you thought?
So she died in 96.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was that I looked at that made me think it was... You know what it is? It's because your notes are shitty. That's what that means.
Well, I don't need to take notes on everything because you have the clues there.
Yeah, but it's easier to reference the notes than it is all going back through all this. Hubert said, I saw a medical where, like Hecky was suggested, a bristle broke off during the grill cleaning and someone unknowingly swallowed it. Yeah, that's what she's talking about. There are different types of brushes for grill cleaning because grills do need to be cleaned. Yes, there are lots of different styles of, well, maybe not lots of, but yes, there are better styles of grill cleaning that don't leave the still bristles. I'm sure Seahawk has them. Okay, so this is Derek the chauffeur. Yeah, I remember, I think some of the other ones referencing that, like, oh, Derek used to hang out with her. But she also, in her diary, made it sound like she suddenly started thinking, you know, Oliver was nice too, even though he was old. You know, maybe Trisha was just like,
Easy?
just like getting around. He sounds like he doesn't like seeing Scott all the time. Alright, so Mom says she's feeling better these days. It's as if she forgot she even has cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help us out like this. That's the doctor. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. See, like, she sounds like... I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today, Scott came and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Every time I say Trish, you imagine the girl from Brilliant. I mean, maybe. She was the blonde. Okay, so he still had the feelings for Trisha, but never told her. But the minute Trisha was alone, she's like, ugh, I'm lonely.
Yeah.
Scott's not paying attention to me today. Like, good lord.
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps.
We got it right. That's some good currency right there.
Charcoal.
Queensford.
Lots of
Bottle.
empty bottles.
Slabs
Some
of wood.
slabs of wood.
A
Clamps.
clamp.
More wood. More
Squirt
spray bottle.
bottle.
They kept things clean, I'll give them that. A fan. Oh god.
Okay, so that's what that thing was. It was a tool.
Okay, it does not open.
Can
Okay.
we open those from... Did you already try that? Opening the garage doors?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's
they're just...
nothing.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, okay, got it.
We should push these around. So we found 2 of the things off the list. Is that relevant? Are we gonna barbecue later? Because I'm
Wait,
here
so
for
it's missing. So the brush, the fork, and what else?
We've got charcoal, we've got brush, we've got fork. We did not find lighter fluid.
Okay.
We'll probably find it in Andrew's house. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so the attic goes straight into the garage, which is kind of interesting. Alright, so we still have a key for Trisha's room. We need to find Trisha's room. Anything in the big red cabinet? I could not open it. Girl Bush was listed twice, which is kind of weird. Oh, there's the clock.
Okay.
But we have to find a clock key.
And the time looks like it's right. The clock.
So this must be the tea room.
But I thought she took tea... I mean, it's an actual tea room. But... Okay, is that it?
Yep,
That's
fancy.
pretty.
Yeah, we'll have to read, what was it, Mary's diary that told us exactly what time she took tea?
Mhm.
Vivian Roberts' diary. Charles is running for election. I talked to Wilson and Edwards, and they have both agreed to support us. I don't think they are doing this to solely gain business benefits. Rather, they believe in Charles. Their support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It's a complete surprise, and I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After, I don't know, she's an accent. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Isn't there only like one restaurant in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Moon Cafe.
Yeah. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She's always asking when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm still recovering from the miscarriage. Dun dun dun! That was before her medical emergency, though. So she had a miscarriage. Then she gave birth. Then she had some sort of a medical emergency. Edwards called today and tried to push me in favor of a business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected his request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I didn't expect him to threaten me by backing out from supporting Charles. If that'll happen, so be it. I would rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. She sounds like, overall, like a pretty good lady.
Yeah, super sweet, super sweet.
You know. So I assume Magdalene is Charles's mother.
Yeah.
She has a fancy grave in the graveyards. That's just a big old dustpan. Excuse me, a stack of papers I cannot look at.
What? Sus.
Excuse me.
It's probably some sort of contract.
You saw
Just
that too,
happened,
right?
yeah.
Okay. The drawer pushed me.
More.
Bunch of hate mail.
Oh. Take your camera and zoom in.
How does it feel to ruin the lives of many? Costed me my job, you heartless witch. You don't deserve to live. Holy shit. That's more than just hate mail. That is death threats.
Mm-hmm.
They do not look blank. They're not blank at all. But it does just look like typed paperwork. Still. Only one hotel, church, hospital, post office. Clearly also a one-horse town. I know, the way she was like, he took me to my favorite restaurant. I was so surprised. I'm like,
Were you? February 17th, 1993. Nielsen and Brown investigations. Investigation on Painscreek Community Hospital donation funds. Dear Mrs. Vivian Roberts, our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry Johnson has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending a portioned amount to an offshore private account under the name of Jefferson Investments, LLC. Every 5th of the month, an exact amount of $9,990 is being transferred.
an odd amount. Why not just 10,000?
Supposedly for the payment of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor the medical supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 16 months. As of now, the total amount embezzled nears $160,000. Sincerely, Roland Brown.
It's a lot of money. Okay, so that is part of why the hospital shut down, but that sounds like the doctor was doing it. At least these people didn't seem to think Vivian was involved. But maybe other people did think she was involved. And I said, hey, my town had 2 restaurants and a Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Well, there's motive for killing Dr. Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
So this has a locked drawer. If you could notate that somewhere so that we remember to come back. Oh, maybe this fancy key unlocks it? No. Okay. I think you're right that was the clock key, but I just thought I'd try it.
What room are we in?
The tea room. Slim Jim. Oh my god, let me try. Oh, because they think 10,000 gets flagged. Fair enough. Some towels.
If you do $9,999.01, it flags a CTR report.
Interesting. Tea.
But usually that's only in cash transfers. If you're doing an electronic transfer, it shouldn't do anything like that.
Alright, did you write down her tea time? Oh my god, we can open this one.
No.
Look at the dishes. I think that was Mary's journal.
It was Mary's journal. At least I don't think they did.
Oh, that's why there's years up here, because we find different journals from them. So you can look at her journal from 1993 or 1995. That makes more sense.
No, I did not.
Okay, let's see. 1983. Oh yeah, so this makes more sense. I found Derek in Wander's old stuff. I asked Derek about it. He told me he used to live here with his mom until he was about 6 years old. Like the bank employee knows. Stayed at a Holiday Inn once. Yes, that was the same doctor who died in a car accident. They found him in his car in the lake. So he presumably drowned. I'm not seeing reference.
Look at her other journal.
So that's where she found the painting.
Go back a page. Alright, keep going. Back. Who else would it be? Dorothy?
No, we just found hers.
Maybe it was a letter. We did find a letter out there.
What's the workers list? Leaving letter, funding.
We read something that said, I always see her have her tea at this time, and she always wants it to be prompt.
Mm-hmm.
It would have had to have been Mary. We found more than 2 journals of Mary's.
Mm-mm. We found, like you said, we found other notes and stuff, but the only 2 diaries were this. What was the time on the other clock?
That time.
This time?
Mm-hmm.
What's the order?
Mimi.
What's the order? You're supposed to time, key, turn?
Oh,
What did it say?
I don't know. Yeah, set the time, put in the key.
You didn't write it down? I
I
thought you wrote it down.
No. Didn't you take a picture of it?
No, I took a picture of the clock.
No.
I can't take pictures of the
No, I
pieces
didn't
of
write it
papers.
down.
It doesn't work anyway. Okay, so this isn't the clock key. Used with villas and mansions. But it doesn't open this either.
Oh, did we use Trisha's drawer key already?
No, we've not found Trisha's room. This is Trisha's room. Oh god, you can tell. The minute you walk in, it's pink.
Right.
Did she have a bird? They're both locked?
Yeah, did you have a drawer key?
I know I have a drawer key. I didn't think the bottom one was locked, so I was just opening that one first. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you feel lonely. Okay.
Looks like a house key.
Key to Trisha's. Or key to Dorothy's house. Good. This must have belonged to Scott.
Hmm.
We're taking it. Please hold on to this someday. I will tell you everything.
Okay.
Not super specific, but okay. Another diary of Trisha. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott is in? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew also forbade us from seeing each other? Don't they know we're in love?
Okay, so Scott is her lost long son. Maybe the brunette girl has nothing to do with it.
Well, maybe that's why she doesn't want them seeing each other. Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I feel so miserable. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to be sure about it. Who'd spread such a rumor about my family? Vincent. At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. And then 15 days later, she fires him. How could Mom fire Scott? That is so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him, and I don't even know why. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere, inside and outside of the cabin. He was nowhere to be found. Just as I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he had been in here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Maybe the cross opens it? Yeah, Scott must be, because we don't know who Scott's... We don't know who Scott's parents are. Because obviously he was at the orphanage, so maybe he's related to Vivian.
Or the dad. That's probably why the dad likes him.
Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Why is Trisha in the hospital? I have a little music box. Shove the cross into it. Selson says, "No, honey, you can't date your brother." There's got to be a music box.
A house key.
Looks like a key for the cabin. Okay, another one from Trisha. Oh my god. Okay, so this one's an old one. Scott's a strange kid. Very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents didn't want him. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquette. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like my mom. I haven't seen Dad for a while. I wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell his tobacco smell. It's the perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. Mom's always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead.
Don't do that.
And at the bottom it says, study room code. Do you know which one's the study?
I don't think so.
Cool. Thanks. Well, we got an achievement for discovering Trisha's story, so we know everything there is to know about Trisha.
Everything.
Absolutely everything. She likes pink.
Yes.
Why was she at the hospital?
Well, we know she's dead.
I mean, true.
Take me back to the... Oh, there's that note.
Is this one about the tea? Yes.
3:20 on the dot.
But we don't have a clock key yet.
I did write that down. Tea time, 2:30 on the dot. Sorry, I did have it. It's so small.
You had it wrong though. You just said 2:30?
No, that was from the note I took today. On the brochure, the clock. The clock that was on the couch had a time of 2:26.
Right, you just said tea time 2:30 on the dot.
Sorry, 3:20.
Okay. I just want to make sure we've got it.
You read it as 3:20?
Yep. Okay, so inventory. What else do we have keys for still? So this is to Dorothy's house. We don't know what this is. This is to 7 Black Pine.
We could know what that is. We just need to change the time on the clock. Have you tried touching the hands?
It said it didn't work.
You put the key in at the current time, but it wasn't at 3:20. It was at 2:26.
Well, what order am I supposed to do the puzzle in to open the safe?
Pretty sure to set the time, put in the key, open the safe.
But I can't. Trying to see if it looks like a regular keyhole or not. But I don't see a way to adjust the clock.
Okay.
So it must be put key in, adjust time, then turn key.
Okay.
So we got into Trisha's room, the nanny's room, and the tea room. So that's all the keys that we just got.
Vivian died in 1995.
Most of them died in 1995. I don't know why.
All the dead bodies in the well. He's poisoning people.
All of them?
Yeah, they're just dying from poisoning.
Did we try all of the keys? All of the keys on the clock? No, but this is clearly... Like... This one we know goes to... 7 Black Pines, so that's Andrew's house. Don't know what this one is. This one goes to Dorothy's house. This one goes to the cabin. Don't know what this key goes to. No. This one we found in Bernard's locker. So probably to Bernard's house, but we don't know. Alright, so I think we're done with the mansion for right now.
Can you go to the attic so I can just write down those instructions?
I don't know what room this is.
The,
I totally remember. Totally remember how to get to the attic. 1 second.
Yep. The attic.
This way. Pew!
Insert the key lock.
Clock key. Yeah, so clock key, set time, turn key. We don't know what the clock key looks like.
Key. Time. Turn. The bin field. Okay.
Like, this little key looks like it probably goes to, like, a drawer or a music box or something like that.
But it didn't work on the box in Trisha's room.
I'm trying to remember if there's just other little locked drawers. Like, this has a locked drawer. Beyond just codes, I'm gonna have to keep track of all of the little things that have locks on them.
Alright, so the Photoshop to...
We don't have a key to the photo lab, do we?
Mrs. Patterson key to photo lab. 40 Black Pine.
Yeah, it said to ask Mr. Patterson for the key. So we have a key to her house now. Whoops. Like a Pokemon, collect all the keys, right? So we have to probably go to Dorothy's house to get the key for the photo lab. To get the shovel, to dig up the bodies, to
Right.
solve the case. So do you want to go to Scott's?
Wait, there was a little gate over there by the tree. Try that fancy key on that little gate.
Yes, I do remember the date. That's what I was thinking too.
Nobody comes here in the night after dark.
Boom. I just hit my head on that tree. So hopeful. Seemed like such a good key. Alright, so do you want to go to Dorothy's house, or Andrew's house, or Scott's cabin?
Let's go to Scott's cabin. Because he's closer.
And he's the one dropping all the bodies down the well?
Yep.
That tracks. But he's dead too, right? Yes.
Yeah, everybody's dead.
Not everybody. be. Just most of them. I need to get some WD-40 on that gate.
Yeah, for real. You just need to go down that little path.
Old town road. This cabin isn't even on here, is it?
Nope.
So you said it's down Pebble Lane?
Yep.
Where does that go?
Oh, sorry, it's down this way. But you should be down there. Take that little path and we'll find it.
What?
Go down this path and we'll find his house. It's over here somewhere.
Okay, so go down.
That
Go
way.
down this way.
And take a right. This way.
Nope.
Maybe not. Sorry.
Can we go to the hospital? Are we dead?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, the
The
hospital.
hospital? Okay.
I didn't think we could get off. Why is the music so much creepier here? I didn't know we could get to the hospital. I mean, I know we hadn't really... Is that blood or rust? Is that blood or rust? I know we hadn't really tried, but I just assumed the way the map was, it's like, oh yeah, the hospital's up that way.
Okay. My bad. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can see here, right? So this dotted path here is the cut through. Chains. I mean, obviously the hospital has been, like, closed. Find more diaries and discarded prescriptions. Well, we know all of Trisha's books are here somewhere.
And so is her dead body. Unless it was thrown in the well.
Of all the things that are not locked, they didn't lock the fucking hospital? We can't even get into people's glove boxes, but the hospital, wide open. Colonel's bequest discard you against all else. That was pretty bad. There was a lot of bodies down there. Main entrance. Public service. Okay, so we can't go this way. Confirmed. Boarded up windows. Okay. Open.
Okay. Take a picture of that.
What? What? Oh shit, yeah, someone fucking jumped off the roof.
Take a picture.
What?
Okay, that's odd.
Normal decor for a hospital? Sure. Sure. A flashlight. Do you think they have these everywhere to remind you to turn on your flashlight? Like, is that the goal here?
Good job, baby.
Alright, let's take a seat. Alright. Everybody's rooms. Oh no, it's not rooms, it's just times. Okay, so Matthew Brooks visited Trisha. So Matthew was visiting Trisha a few times. Gerald Lennon. I can't even read this name. Safu Chan was visiting Fried Yolks. Ruth Peters, Riley Finkel, Yolanda Harris, Jake Fry, Wendell Fry, Jan Miller, Josh Miller. War Courier. I don't know most of these people. I think the only names I recognize are Matthew and Trisha. So he visited Trisha on the 30th of September and October 9th.
Okay.
And December 6th. Okay. It was a suicide junkily, like it would not have resulted in breaking the railing. Accident is still possible. Also, murder without more evidence. I think murder and accident are both good. That's valid that if you had jumped over the top, unless it broke while they were, like, sitting on it or something. But that's valid. That it seems more likely that someone was pushed through it. Lots of scribbled notes. Father Matthew forgets his key, placed it under the flower pot next to the church. We have found the key to the church. How often does he forget his key? Okay, so now we've got room numbers. So Trisha was staying in 203 on the second floor. Which makes sense, because 2 is second floor usually. Ow. And then Wanda was in 102. But Wanda died a year later, right? 96? I'm surprised.
Yep.
They would have been in the hospital at the same time. I don't think any of that's legible. There's Nat, I swear.
Coin. 1964.
Oh, it's a pin.
It's a pen. Alright. It's got a leaf on it.
X, nihilo, nihil fit.
Nihilo nihil fit.
Is that Latin?
Yeah.
Jake said, nah, room 203 is on the first floor above ground level, sometimes. It's weird that I can pick that up, but I can't keep it on iPad. Thirsty. Exam room A1. Seriously? You didn't even lock the front door. Who cares at this point? Apparently it was just on already.
Okay.
Wow, I'm sure it would have been perfectly safe. Who locks individual exam rooms? What if somebody was in there? Like, why are you just locking all these rooms? Medical records and storage makes sense, but every individual exam room? In theory, there wouldn't be anything in the exam rooms. Why does it look like someone just came in here and knocked shit over? So you took the time to gather the trash, but didn't take the trash out? Like, what happened? Were people mid-cleaning and they got abducted? Like, what is this place? Diet Cola, root beer, fruit punch, orange, grape, lemon. No Dr. Pepper? I wouldn't survive here.
Don't they know that a balanced diet consists of Dr. Pepper and Pepsi? Dr. Pepper.
Oh, good. I can get into where all the dangerous things are. Flower-scented Clorox. Let's do our laundry. Would have been scary if the elevator was still working after all this time. But there isn't a doctor in the house. Alright, let's cook us some stuff. Take a knife. You never know
Take a spatula.
when you're gonna need a knife.
Deep fryer.
Do you know where your towel is? Alright, you got this. Start here, and then... Watch, that's a key to something. Why can I even get back here? What is the point of this? Can I open the window? I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Operating room? Yes, please. Side door, I'm guessing?
Okay.
fire station. Everything in this hospital is locked. Like, can I use these to make phone calls at some point? I can get to the alcohol swabs.
Oh my god.
Susan, Catherine, Maureen, and Lisa.
They all have combinations.
They did leave drugs behind. So I'm like, this being locked makes sense, but like, the fudge. 4-digit codes. Oh! We have a key for Wanda Tyler's house. Like, if in theory most of these people just passed away or moved away, why does it look like some of these places were just like trashed and or people were ended up or abducted from? Okay. This gnat's gonna drive me crazy. Stupid gnat. Ah, medical record room. Sweet. The best room to get into. And find out why. Was there something in the water? Maybe that's what we'll find out. Something in the water. Are ghosts real? I don't think we've seen this one before.
No, we haven't. You want me to read it all out?
Up to you.
Are Ghosts Real? In Search for the Truth of the Dead by Rebecca Bloomfield. What happens when a person dies? Does the soul leave the body and head towards some far-off light? These are questions that mankind has been asking since the beginning of our existence, and yet there is still no concrete scientific explanation that can prove that such things exist. But what if they are real? More importantly, what if that person has unfinished business here on the earthly plane? According to Nathaniel Anderson, spiritualist and writer of Spirits of the Dead, the spirit world is very real and everyone destined to go there after leaving their physical body. Everyone is destined to go there after leaving their physical body. However, when people die with resentments in their heart, they are unable to pass through the gates toward their designed realm in the spirit world. This is due to the things that they were affected by while they were here on Earth. We call these lost souls ghosts. Ghosts are spirits in an unhealthy state. Some of them seek revenge, but almost all of them seek some form of resolution. Depending on the level of hurt they received before passing and their level of maturity while on Earth, the levels of resolution range from lesser indemnity to greater indemnity. Okay.
See if it says raccoons, I bet. I mean, maybe. They left the door wide open. That's for the Moon Cafe.
They are enemies, as we have learned from Sons of the Forest.
Another note about how Slim Jim's work. Scott Brooks Handyman.
Handyman.
And then a map.
What type of key did we find?
Medical records.
And that is not.
Oh, we kept it.
You took it. Okay, never mind.
Nice.
I don't have to write it down then.
Nice. I think medical records is right around the corner.
Ooh. Medical records.
This is gonna have all the juicy deets. I can feel it.
Turn on the light.
Feeling the juicy details already.
The juicy details.
Oh my god, does it just give us, like, fucking everybody?
Wanda. You got it.
Got it that time. Here you go.
I don't want it.
I don't want it either.
Oh.
Alright, let's see. Wanda Tyler. We know where she lives. 1947. 5'7", 164. No known allergies. Cancer is the only thing they checked off. Her prescription. God, that scared me. Thank you, Bingavard. Let's Let's see. State Nevada? Mr. Johnson from Nevada? I'm confused. That's fine.
Yeah.
So Johnson was family physician. Where this tells us?
It's supposed to be an NL.
Oh, okay. This tells us nothing. I mean, okay, she had cancer. All right. All right, let's just check real quick.
Oh,
Raymond. What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were gonna read it.
Raymond Brown. He had heart disease, arrhythmia. Patient needs to be monitored daily. He relies heavily on his medication. Without the appropriate care, he could die. His prescriber was Maureen Hamby. Emergency room visit. Or no, emergency room physician. She's not a family physician. Patient aware. Patient request confidentiality. Too bad, bro. And then prescription drug request form from Aceway Insurance for Abixaban. Abixaban. New therapy, supposed to take it once a day. Prescribed by Jeff Schneider.
Yeah, they're putting NV, but everything else says NL. I wonder why.
Outpatient hospital care. So we don't know who this is.
Do you want me to write anything down for him?
Not as of yet. Kyle Thornton. That one says NL. So they couldn't decide partway through. Another one from Jeff Schneider. He had a stroke or a head injury. You know, one or the other. Marlon Fox. Diabetes or hypoglycemia. Rebecca Hunter. Seizure and blackout or loss of consciousness. Okay. She's allergic to pollen. Get it? I get it. James Comley. He's allergic to nuts. Henry Johnson. Okay, so this is another one from the good doctor that we know about. Bonnie Ramsey. Heart disease. From a cardiologist. She's allergic to almonds. Andrew Reed. Alcohol dependence. Well, we knew that shit already. Mental or emotional illness, unstable. Jason Gomez, diabetes. Seems like Dr. Johnson didn't have a lot of patients. Wanda Tyler again. Okay, this is her request for Sudoxum. 25 milligrams once a day for 2 weeks. Doesn't really say what the drug does, but... Raymond Brown again for Abixaban. Kyle Thornton for Ciamvastium. Okay. Okay. Bonnie Ramsey for Perimdapril. Andrew Reed. Aproxolam. 2 times a day for 2 weeks. I wonder what that does.
Helps him with depression, maybe?
I know later we're going to find a list of these meds and what they do. Marlon Fox for Glimparad. Okay. Purpose of this form is to provide the patient with the necessary information that they need to give to their employer to make decisions, accommodating the patient, providing disability leave, or assessing the patient return. So this was for Kyle Thornton. Again, we don't know if these people are relevant. Andrew Reed, here we go. So seen on the 23rd. In my opinion, these restrictions or limitations are for 2 to 4 weeks. Opinions based on factors indicated by information provided by the patient and their examination. Okay. So told him to take 2 to 4 weeks off of work, I guess? Somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin and I placed it in one of the drawers of the lobby. If she's wondering, I found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of her things. Okay, so that year probably gets us into Catherine's locker then.
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
So that was Mrs. Roberts, is what he said, right?
He's talking to Trisha.
Hello again, Miss Roberts.
Miss Roberts, okay,
How are
yeah.
you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Okay.
And also it is 9 o'clock.
Just like always. I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Clear this floor at least. Ooh, this one needs a key card. Oh yeah, let's get into Catherine's locker real quick.
1964.
I don't know why I went that way. Let's get over. Ooh. Yeah, she's such a simpleton. I'm just kidding.
Lock.
Why do you have a logbook in your locker? Oh,
Oh, it's so tiny.
you want me to read it?
I can do it. May 19th, 1993. Norma Jefferson was admitted to PHC at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. June 4th, 1993. Susan has been sick 3 days in a row. With Catherine calling in sick at the last moment, tonight's staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do double shifts this weekend.
So this wasn't written by Catherine.
Yeah. June 20th, 1993. It is unfortunate that an 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Rumor has that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone else was... Well, what? He was alone while everyone else were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river, near the hunting cabin. June 26, 1993. I was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15, and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out of the window. It wasn't raining.
Well, that's suspicious. What did we just record that as? Nurse logbook. Why would she have that in her locker, Catherine? Emergency center. More drugs.
What's that?
Key card.
Henry Johnson.
Oh.
Non-expiring.
Dr. Johnson's key card. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up soon. I just wanted to finish this area. You guys getting tired already? I just wanted to finish this floor so that we knew where we were at when we came back. wasn't expecting to get into a large hospital. Prompt down here by accident. I'll take the pillow. Okay, I'm not gonna go upstairs just yet. Well, this seems like a good place to stop. I didn't like that at all.
We're gonna die.
Just gonna hide in the corner. No one will even know I'm here. I didn't like that.
Well, you have to leave to save the game, right? How does the game save?
I think I can just save it.
Okay. Yeah, save and quit. That was scurry.
I didn't like that. This didn't seem like the kind of game that reacted to us walking around.
Stimulus, yeah.
So I didn't like that at all. That's how they get you. These games, you think like, oh, nothing's like happening live. We're just like, we're not gonna run into any people or any things. We're just, you know, investigating paperwork. So yeah. Anyway, everything's going well. I'm not nervous. So that's where we're going to stop for today. We will, of course, do more of this next week.
Yes.
I'm enjoying it. We're getting some dirt on people. Also, there's so many people because we're like investigating the whole town. So sometimes it's hard to tell what's relevant and what's not. And like I want to pay attention to all of it, but then it will muddle the brain pan. What I said?
Sure.
So anyway, we're gonna go. I will update the document and post that again for people to peruse. As always, I appreciate everyone who's here tonight, and I hope to see you guys again next time.
Bye.
Bye.